to study in Ontario. Okay. So, and then we have a larger number of students who has chosen British Columbia. Then we've had a larger number of students who has also chosen Alberta. So those three provinces are the provinces that students prefer to go and study abroad. And I must tell you that these provinces are expensive, like they're expensive place to live, right? It's just like comparing those provinces to Nigeria. Lagos and Abuja are one of the most expensive places to live in Nigeria. That is just how Ontario and British Columbia is. And then Quebec, we also have Quebec and Alberta. Those places are very expensive to live in, but they are still top of the provinces that we have international students going to study. All right. So so we have a number of provinces in Canada, and one of them is Ontario. We have British Columbia, we have Alberta, we have New Brunswick, we have Manitoba, we have Nova Scotia, we have Saskatchewan. These names are quite, very mouthful. So we have Saskatchewan, we have Newfoundland, we have Prince Edward Island. Okay, so these are the provinces that we have in Canada. So if you are going to Canada, you have been told about Canada for like, they ask you, do you know provinces in Canada? I believe from this session you'll be able to tell them that, yeah, um, I know provinces in Canada. I can mention them, and this is all the provinces in Canada right in front of you. So let's move ahead from there. Yeah, so now we have tertiary institutions in Canada, right? So let us understand how their education system is structured, right? So in Nigeria um we have the kindergarten, we have the nursery sessions, we have the primary school, secondary school, then we have colleges, we have polytechnics, and we have university. So in Canada, they kind of have the same educational system, but we are just going to focus on the tertiary institutions because that's our aim. All right. So we have universities, we have colleges, we have polytechnics, we have technical institutes, and we have vocational schools in Canada. All right. So then what are the certificates that these tertiary institutions provide? All right. So these tertiary institutions, we have BSc, we have they award you BSc, MSc, PhD, and postgraduate diploma. So and for BSc is normal as everywhere. 4 years. Their MSc we have 1 year, 2 years. For PhD we have 3 to 5 years, and for postgraduate diploma, they are mostly less than a year. All right. So these are kind of programs you do after your BSc if you don't want to go ahead to go and do MSc or PhD. All right. So we also have colleges, and colleges in Canada offer diploma, certificate, advanced diploma, postgraduate diploma. Diploma is 2 to 3 years, certificate less than 1 year, advanced diploma mostly take 3 years, and postgraduate diploma mostly take a year, just like we have it in the university. University offers that, and we have colleges offer that as well. So we have technical institutes, and what they offer you is trade certificate, um, technician certificate. This is where you learn vocational skill like technical skills, and you get certified for it. All right. So we also have vocational schools where we have career diploma and professional certificate. These are the certificates that they award you if you decide to go to any of these tertiary schools. All right. So moving on, we have three intakes available in Canada. So if you are going to study, you should consider these three intakes. All right. We have the fall, we have the winter, and we have the summer. So the summer, we are close to summer currently, and summer is when everywhere is sunny, and there is sun everywhere, and we also have winter, and we have the winter, and in winter section is always winter section is always very cold. I think my screen, yeah, I'm going to share it again. Yeah. So we have the winter session, and winter session is always very cold, and we also have the fall intake as well. All right. So and you can decide to choose any of these um intakes to go and study, but it is important to understand them, right? So in the fall intake is also known as the September intake, right? So that is when most people like to go and study, September, January, So September is the fall intake, right? While winter starts from January, right? And summer starts from June, July, May, June, July. You understand? So that's when the sun starts coming out and stuff like that. So so it is important that you know this intake so you can plan ahead, right? You don't just, you can plan yourself ahead. Canada takes a longer process. It might take a whole year. It can take you 7 months, 8 months. So it's better, okay, I want to go start my studies in September. I should have started a year before. Try to gain your admission earlier and then try to do other things from there. So yeah, so I'm going to move on. All right. So before you apply to a Canadian university or college, what are the factors you must consider or you must know? So before you apply, you must know the cost of tuition. How much will it cost me to study in this school? These are things you need to do. You must know whether they are offering scholarship opportunity. We are still going to discuss that part at length. But for now, just understand or write down this list. So there is also language requirement. There is university or college must be a designated learning institute. Yes, you see, what we mean by designated learning institute means it must be approved and recognized by the Canadian government, because there are some private owned colleges that the government don't have not endorsed as a DLI. Like, they are not they don't have that permission to offer you a course that will help you get a study permit, right? So any school you want to select must be a school that they would give you a course that is eligible for a PGWP, and we call that postgraduate work permit. All right. So the university must offer PGWP. There is a link to check this after the session. We are going to share it, where you can confirm whether a university is PGWP eligible. So, and then you must also consider whether the course is also eligible. Then you must ensure that the course you want to study as a research job or job prospect. So it must be a course that can help you get a job. All right, not just any course. It must be a course that can help you get a job. It must be a course that is in demand, so that when you finish, when you are done with school, you can get the job. All right. So what are the necessary documents you must have in place before you start, studying in Canada? Before you start the process of studying in Canada, we have um the same document for different programs that you might want to study. but there are some little addition depending on the kind of program. For example, if you want to go and study a diploma, advanced diploma, the necessary document you must have that, okay, I'm ready to study abroad, though, these are documents I must have in place. You must fill the application form on the school's website. Then international passport, your international, I know many of you want to go and study abroad, but you have not even done your international passport. That is the one of the most important thing that you must have in place if you want to study abroad. You must have your international passport. If you have not done it, go and do it now, right? Go and start working on your international passport. You must have your WAEC or NECO certificate ready, and you must have your WAEC NECO scratch card. You must have your academic transcript. A lot of you are yet have graduated from school and you are here to get your academic transcript from your school. Please go and get it if you are ready to study abroad. They must be part of the documents that must be readily made available before you start the journey. Then we also have the language proficiency result, right? We have the IELTS and TOEFL, TOEFL. So these are international standard exams that you must do to prove your English proficiency. So, but there are a lot of schools in Canada already that recognize Nigeria as an English speaking country. So when you apply there, you might not have to do a language proficiency result. To find out about this before you start applying to that school. All right, so same thing applies for a bachelor degree program, just the same thing, nothing really different. But for bachelor degree program, you would need a recommendation letter, right? They might need an academic and a professional recommendation letter. Those are the two major recommendation letter that you might need. So you might need one from your lecturer, and you might need one from your colleague. Probably if you've worked before, you might need to get a professional letter from your boss at work. It's something your colleague can also do for you. Okay, so for master's program, we have more lists there. We have letter of intent. This is where you write SOP. And then at the resume, we write all form of document that you might need to study abroad. We write everything. So letter of intent is something we can write for you when it's time, when you need it. We also have letter of recommendation letter, an employment letter or certificate. These are things that you will need for your masters. For your postgraduate diploma, same thing as well, right? You can all see on my screen. You can make a screenshot of it to keep it safe or write it down. Okay, so we also have doctoral degree for those who want to go and study um doctoral program, a PhD program. uh you have a number of documents to provide, such as research proposals. You have to show them that you have experience with research, and you have to write a statement of purpose that let them know that yes, you are the right candidate. Most most schools provide a lot of scholarship opportunity for doctoral degree. So we are going to share a number of them moving forward. All right. So now how do you, like, you want to apply to get admission in a Canadian school? How do you even start? Right? How do you process? How do you, let's say you don't have an idea, you are totally new. How do you go about it? All right. So one thing you should do is first research and choose a university or college of your choice. You know, research about the school and college of your choice. That should be the very first thing you do before you decide to want to study abroad. Explore the programs. Most of us make mistakes, right? We studied probably nursing in our university. Then we started working as a banker after school. Then we want to go and study. We want to go and study law. A lot of people are like that. They are confused about their career and they keep changing here and there. It is very important that you choose a course that is related to what you studied during your undergraduate program. Because when you're applying for your visa, the visa officer would be interested in knowing why you have selected another program instead of your bachelor's degree program, like something related to what you did in your bachelor's degree program. And if you can't pick a course that is very related to your bachelor's degree program, you have to pick a course that is related to your work experience, right? So you have been working in the bank for 5 years. If you want to go and study, you can study courses like management, banking and finance, not going to go and pick a course like carpentry, it would go against your work experience and what you have as a background. So it is important that you make the right choice before you. It is very important, very, very important. A lot of visas, study permit application have been rejected just because of you choosing a course that is not related to you in any way, right? So you have to pick a course that is very, very related to what you studied or what you have experience in. Gather the required document. We have listed those documents in the previous slide. Complete your application online. When you go online, all you have to do is we are going to, if there is time, I'm going to show you how to go about this later in the discussion. Track your application. You will constantly get emails from these schools, telling you about the status of your application. Then after, several weeks, probably 3 to 4 weeks, you are going to get your offer letter. All right. Then you would also be required to fulfill the condition of your offer. Most schools will send you a conditional offer letter first, right? And they would want you to probably pay a deposit, um before you can get your unconditional offer letter. You understand? So most schools, their deposit is usually between 1,000 to 3,000 Canadian dollars. All right. So these are the things that you have to do when you want to get your unconditional offer letter. Then you pay your tuition deposit. Then you would accept your offer. You will get your acceptance letter. Then you can apply for your study permit. All right. Yeah, so before we move ahead, I've been speaking a lot. I want to know if you are following me. If you are following me, kindly make do like send a message in the chat box or give a reaction. We are getting close to the scholarship part of it. We are getting very, very close. Thank you very much for following. I can see that you are following. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, so now we know where we are coming from, Nigeria, and we know the situations of things in Nigeria currently. We are struggling with our exchange rate, things are going up here and there. So if you are choosing a school in Canada, we should be looking at schools that are affordable, that their tuitions are not very expensive. So what we have done, you can screenshot this information, right, to save it so that you don't have to go and do the research again. You know, um, we're talking about DLIs before, that any school that you want to pick must be DLI, like a designated learning institute, right? So we have listed a number of schools here that are DLIs and they are low tuition schools. So if you want to apply to a school in Canada, you should be looking at these schools. If the province is your favorite, you should be looking at them. So we have University of Manitoba, you know, very affordable school. We have Memorial University of Newfoundland. We have Brandon University. Cape. We have a lot of them here. So for me to move ahead quickly, you might just have to screenshot before I move to the next. So these are 10 universities that are very affordable to study in Canada. We have various provinces there for you to choose. We have British Columbia, we have Nova Scotia, we have Manitoba there, and Ontario as well. So yeah, so that is the list. We also have low tuition colleges, you know, if you are looking to study a diploma program or an advanced diploma program, these are colleges that can offer you such, degree, and they are low tuition schools. So you should be looking at, you know, studying in these schools. All right. So we have Loyalist, we have Red River College, Polytechnic, we have Lambton, we have New Brunswick, a lot of them there. All right. So you might want to screenshot so I can move ahead quickly. All right. So we also have polytechnics as well. Low tuition polytechnics in Canada. We have the NAIT, Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, for those who want to go into IT. So we have a number of them there. So these are polytechnics that are affordable to study. All right. So yeah. So what I've talked about so far, well, has been majorly focused on how you can get admission, and it's about, let's say, if you don't want to go through the scholarship route. So if you don't want to go through the scholarship route, that is like all I've been saying since is just a guide for you to know how to go about it. It's very, very easy. Okay. So now let's talk about scholarship. I know this is one of the most important thing you guys want to hear, and you want to know how to go about it. Okay. So we are just going to get into it. All right. So scholarship. So when you hear scholarship, what do you understand by that? If you hear the word scholarship, what do you understand by that? I want you to drop a chat. Tell me what you understand by scholarship. Just drop a message in the chat box. Let me know what you understand by scholarship. Before we proceed, just drop a message. What do you think scholarship is? I need someone to talk. One or two people, just send a message. Let me know what you mean, what you understand by scholarship. Is anyone sending a message? All right. Okay, I've gotten someone a grant in aid for students. Yeah, you are very right. So it means a part or total of one's school fees has been paid. You're also correct. So yeah, I see you guys have an idea. Scholarship is to be assisted to pay tuition or other payment. Yeah. So yeah, those, you're all correct actually. The looking at the situation of Nigeria now, it is important that we try and secure scholarship to study abroad, because the cost of studying abroad can be really expensive. But if you get a scholarship, it's going to assist you and make studying abroad easy for you, right? So let's get into it. So when you hear the word scholarship, you can also call it student award, right? You can say scholarship is also student award or grant. So they are kind of funds that are non repayable that you get from a body, from a school, from an organization, that helps you to study in a school. And you can get this scholarship based on merit, financial need, community engagement, leadership, and athletic performance. So when you hear the word scholarship, this should come to your head. One, it can be based on how good you are. Are you in first class? Are you a first class? Are you academically sound? Are you a mathematics guru? Are you a business tycoon? Like yeah, you have this crazy IT skills, IT background. You are very good. Your brain is out. Is just way ahead of others. That is when we talk about scholarship on merit. We also have scholarship on financial need. So there are some kind of scholarship that they just want to know how poor you are. I'll make it simple as that. They want to know how bad you need their money. So you have to write a lot of story on how I was poor when I was young, how I was wearing tattered clothes, how I could not feed 3 square meal. You know all those story now. Somebody that is, if you are very conversant with writing financial needs scholarship, you will know all these things. Some of us even go to the extent of exaggerating what really happened. Some of us we hit 3 square meal at home, but because of the scholarship, you will say, I can barely afford a one food in a day. So these are there's some scholarship like that. We also have community engagement. These are kind of scholarship that are given to people who provide a lot of help in their community. They implement projects to assist their people. You know, they support their community with project and so on. For example, I'm going to use myself as an example. So while I was serving, yeah, I implemented a project on the project was about childhood blindness. I donated eyeglasses to visually impaired children in schools, and I got award for that. All right, that is an example of community engagement. We also have leadership. We have people who are into politics, like they do politics in their community and stuff like that. These people also get awarded. And we have a number of awards like that, that recognizes this ability, and they would give you scholarship for it. We also have athletic performance. You have people that can run. You have a talent, you can run, you can play football, you know how to sing, you know how to dance, you know how to do some athletic activities, and you are very good at it. Like, you are excellent. You've gotten awards. Some of you, I don't know if we have anybody like that here. You've gotten award from your community, you've gotten award from the state governor, you've gotten award from the president, you've gotten award from international bodies because of your athletic skill. You can apply for scholarship because of that, and you will get these scholarships. All right. So, what do we understand by award, grant, and scholarship? We use them interchangeably. They are the same thing, but they have their own actual meaning. Yeah. So, just to elaborate more on what they mean, we can see an award is a scholarship, a fellowship, a prize, a grant, a bursary. All right. All these things are all they all fall under what we call award. All right. So when we talk about a grant, then what we do in mind by a grant, this is a monetary award based on primarily financial need. So if they grant you money, for example, I've been a recipient of a grant, right? I think in 2020, yeah, I got the Peace First grant, right? And the grant was meant for a community project. Right, so that's an example of a grant. Okay, so as I've also gotten an award before. I got GB's award in 2018, and this was an international award where I collaborated with students from different schools of the world, and we planned the project, and the project idea won, and we won some thousands of New Zealand dollar, right? So that is an example, right? So we also have scholarship itself. So this is a monetary award based on academic excellence alone. So can you see the differences now? When you hear scholarship, it is based on your academic performance. So if you need a scholarship, right, you must ensure, if you are still in school, I don't know a number of you I don't know, some of you who are still in school right here, you are still schooling, maybe you are still in your entry level, or you are out of school, or maybe you're doing your master's program, try to be very, very good at what you're doing, right? Try to be very, very good at what you're doing. Try to achieve academic excellence. Try to be a first class. And your first class, let it have like maybe you can be a 5.0, a 4.9, 4.5. This is what we call academic excellence. And it can take you far and wide. Becoming a first class in school can take you far and wide. So please, if you are still in school, work hard on yourself, work hard, and I can tell you that at the end of it all, you will smile and you will make your family proud. So I know Nigeria, there is this Nigeria factor that even if you become a first class, what is the what? No, I have a family brother, he's my younger brother. He recently got scholarship to study in Saudi Arabia. He was a first class in mathematics, I think. I was following up his application when he applied, when he did interview. He's a first currently serving, and at the end of his service, he's just going to go abroad and go and start studying. And you can know how soft the life can be in Saudi Arabia. So don't give up on yourself. There is this Nigerian factor that even if you study, you still end up selling recharge card. It's a lie. You know, I like the fact that you are all here, attending this section. It would expose you. There are some first class students that don't have access to information, right? So, but you being here is giving you access to information. So you are learning. So don't give up on yourself. Become the best of yourself. All right. So that will be that. So there are always money for students, right? A lot of money for students to study abroad. A lot of money for students to study abroad. So more than 100 million are available annually. $100 million for students to take and go and study abroad. Okay. So we also have now. Let's classify these awards, right? So we have said award can be called scholarship. So I might have to just use award in place of scholarship. Okay. So number one, we have the university specific awards. So now let me tell you this: when you find, if you are somebody who is interested in scholarship, right? The first thing you will do after discovering the particular school you like or the particular course you want, the first thing is to do is to go to the financial aid section of the university's website. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do that, how to find these things. So let me share my screen so I can show you these scholarships. All right. So I'm going to pause my share for now, and I'm going to go to a browser to show you this so we can be very practical. Okay. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Please let me know if you can see my screen, right? Just send a message in the chat box. I'm about to show you how to go about researching to know if a school offers scholarship or not. Okay. So, and we are focusing on university-based scholarship. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Adisa, for following. I appreciate that. So if you want to know if a school offers scholarship or they offer scholarship opportunity, what you should do is now let's say our school is I'm going to pick University of Toronto. So University of Toronto is a school in Ontario, Canada. So I'm logging into their website right now. Okay. So this is their website. Just putting them on Google alone, I can already see admission awards. So that would be where I would go to. But I want to show you everything just in case there are schools that don't come out this way. What do you do? Click on University of Toronto website, right? And what do you do when you are in when you can see things like this? Just try to go through the website and look for anything that relates to scholarship, um, awards, or things like that. Okay, so this is the school's website, right? So what can you do? These are some, let's say you are a future student. Now, in most schools, they usually a section for international students, where you can easily go to see information. But I'm going to pick future student here because it's very related to international student. So what are you interested in? You can see here on my screen, you can see interested in applying. There's academic, admission, tuition, and financial aid. This is what you are looking for, right? This is what you need, financial aid, right? What do? You click on what aid is available. Any website you go to, any school website that you go to, try to look for financial aid, you know. So look at this: awards, scholarship, and grant. Explore what is available. Okay, so let us see what University of Toronto provides for students. So there is, as you can see, there's admission award, right? And there is Ontario financial aid, there's Canada financial aid, there's United States of America student aid, there's international student aid. You can see a lot of aids for you. You understand? So I'm clicking on international student aid, and you can see a lot of opportunities right here saying studying in Canada. The government of Canada requires that international provides proof of financial support to this one is as you can see now, this is how to know if a school offer international. Look at this now. They said as a public funded institution, the University of Toronto is not able to offer direct financial aid to international students. You should look to your home country for financial aid and determine if you qualify for assistance. So as you can see now, you would already know that this school, they are not providing international students like us, Nigeria, Indian, and so on, financial aid. Like not this type of aid. They are not giving national student aid, but there is also admission award, right? So that you can benefit from. So the admission award, we have the national scholarship, Leicester B. Pearson International Scholarship. So look at what they said. This Leicester B. Pearson International Scholarship now recognizes international students who demonstrate exceptional academic achievement, who are recognized as leaders within their schools. So, in the previous message, in the previous section that we opened, they did say clearly that they don't offer international student aid. It is that category. But looking at this admission award, right, they offer um, scholarship to students that are what? They are leaders within their school. Like they have exceptional academic achievement. So we also have other scholarship that they provide. So as you can see right here, so this is how to go about you researching to know if a school offers scholarship. So if you want to apply, for example, what we have to do is to click, you know, All we have to do is to click on, I'm coming, there are some people in the admission room. Let me admit this person. This is the person that was instructing us the other time. I'm not going to add him. All right. So now let's continue. I'm sorry for the break. So now we have the Lester B. This is a scholarship. This is a page telling you about a scholarship. So become a Pearson scholar. So when you see a scholarship opportunity like this, try to learn about the scholarship first. You can see that there's a section of about the scholarship, you know, and meet the 2019 Pearson scholars. Read about the previous scholars. These are the 2023 scholars right here. If I click on it, I can see the 2023 scholars. Look at them here. This is a guy from Mauritius. This is a girl from Pakistan. This is a girl from United Arab Emirates. This is a person from Germany. This is a person from India, Pakistan, Mongolia, Ecuador, Ukraine. We have, this is Florida, United States. This is Cyprus. This is Egypt. This is Cambodia. This is India, Turkey. This is Pakistan. This is Pakistan, Mexico, USA, Kenya. I was looking for an Africa, and thank God I have found one. So this is somebody from Kenya that got a Lester BPSN scholarship. Are you guys following me? If you are following me, please send a message in the chat box. Let me know you are following me. Just say following, following. Let me know you are following me. Okay? Great, great. I can see you guys are active. I can see you're active. Thank you so much. So you can see an African that got this scholarship. So Kenya, we have someone from Canada as well. This is someone from Canada, Thailand, Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. We have Italy, we have Philippines, we have Russia, Pakistan, India, Costa Rica, Nigeria. Yes. Yes, I know in everything in life, in Nigeria must be there. And you can see from my introduction, she said, I am proud to hail from Nigeria because we always excel in everything. So this is Emilia Abidemi Taiwo, and she got a Lester B. Pearson scholarship. So as you can see, I'll stop there. I'll just stop there because I've found a Nigerian. There's also Ethiopia. That means we've seen like three Africans now that have gotten the that got this scholarship. So this is how to go about you researching a scholarship. So I'm just going to go to my screen, back to my presentation, right? I believe you guys now know how to. I've used the school as a case study. I believe you guys now know how to research about a scholarship. Okay, so now this is university based. You know that scholarship is university specific award, and there are a number of university specific award like that. Look at this. Look at their list. You can screenshot them. You know, one thing is this link. I might not be able to forward them to you, but you can screenshot the details. So when you go to this university website, you would see um, you will see all these scholarships. All right. So this is University of Toronto. Some people call it Toronto. I don't mind my way of pronouncing it. So I just hope I'm pronouncing it well. So we have McGill University, Alexander Scholarship. We have Western University, Queen University. These are university-based scholarship. And these ones are the ones in Ontario. You know, we said earlier that Ontario is a province in Canada, right? So these are scholarship university-based in Ontario. This is British Columbia. You know, these are scholarship, you know, that you can get from specifically from these universities, right? As an international student. They are international student scholarship, right? So these are scholarship that you can apply for. Okay. So we also have Concordia. We have the University de Montreal. This one is a French-speaking school. Any school in Quebec, they are French-speaking schools. So you should only go there if you are a French speaker. All right. So this is Alberta. These are schools in Alberta that give international scholarship. We have Manitoba, we have Nova Scotia, right? And we have Saskatchewan. I really bad at pronouncing that. My bad. So um, these are university-based scholarship, and this is New Brunswick as well. Literally, we've mentioned all the provinces and a university-based scholarship you can apply for. Okay, so I will spend more time on them so that I can screenshot them, and on your own free time, you can make research on them. Okay, so I'm just going to leave them for a while before we proceed. We are closer to ending the meeting, right? So we are closer to ending the meeting. So to ending this section, my session, all right. So these are Ontario. Um, this is British Columbia. This is Quebec. This is Alberta. This is Nova Scotia. This is New Brunswick. So we also have um, a Canadian government award. Like it is the Canadian government that gives this award to support international student, right? So they give about 166 scholarship annually. You can be one of them, and it is the stipend is around $50,000. That's huge. So and the name of that scholarship is Vania Canada Graduate Scholarship. So this is a scholarship that the Canadian government sponsors. All right, it is. So from our classification of awards or classification of awards, so we have university specific, we have the government award, and we have the external scholarship award. We've talked about the university specific award. We've also talked about the government award, right? I will spend time showing you a website that you can use to search for any scholarship after this presentation. Okay, so just be calm. We also have external scholarship awards. So the external scholarship awards are awards from international organizations, and we also have private scholarships as well. Okay, so now let us go to the third classification of scholarship, which is the International Organization Awards. So there is this award, most research internship called METAX Global Link Research Internship, right? It's an award that is funded by the Canadian government. It is majorly for research for undergraduate and postgraduate students, for various countries. So it is not strictly scholarship alone, but it provides valuable research experience and financial support. So MITAX Global Link is a Canadian non-profit organization that receives funding from the Canadian government. All right, so that is that. We also have private scholarship and awards like MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. MasterCard Foundation Scholarship is one of the most popular scholarship in the world, and it is a kind of scholarship that lets you that is majorly supporting talented students from Africa. If you are looking for the surest scholarship ever, you should try MasterCard, but it is very competitive, very, very competitive. All right. So, it just very talented people get in there. So we are going to visit the MasterCard Foundation website to see the requirements. Okay. Can you all still see my screen? Can you see Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program in my screen, or you are still seeing my slide? Let me know what you can see right now. Okay, good, good, good. Thank you so much. So this is Mastercard Foundation Scholarship, right? This is their website. So I'm going to show you some of their requirements. So look at it, look at the statistics. They have supported over 40, like close to 45,000 young people since 2012. So if you are to divide 2012 to date is like 12 years. All right, it's like 12 years. So if you are to divide that by 45,000, so 45,000 divided by 12, that is more than 3,000 students are supported yearly on a through Mastercard. All right. So if you want to know how to apply, all you have to do is to go to their website and read and follow the processes. You can also sign up to their newsletter to get updates. And these are instruction on more information about how to apply, where to apply, and their network as well. So these are things that would help you. Okay. So we are almost done. So one last thing I want to show you before we end this session, I want to believe you've learned a lot. I want to believe so. So I'm going to share you one last resource that you would need, in your journey to secure a scholarship. So, and this is it. Okay, I think that's the end of the slide. So there is this link I want to share with you guys, and is a website. I would copy it and paste it in the chat box so you guys can have access to it. Okay. So it's I'm going to copy the website and share with you guys. So this is a website where you would find all form of international scholarship. Okay. So I'm going to go to the chat box now and share it with you guys. Coming. Yeah, I'm coming, guys. Okay, you can see my screen. No. Mhm. Okay, so I send the link in the chat box there, so you can all see it. So can you see my screen now? I'm currently showing you a website. Can you all see it? If you can see it, type yes, please, so I can just close the session. Good, thank you. So this is the international scholarship website. You can see all form of scholarship here. You will see scholarship for Canadians, scholarship for non-Canadians, So if let's click on scholarship for non-Canadians. So scholarship for non-Canadians, you will see all form of scholarship here: Canadian Asian scholarship, Canada, China, emerging leaders in America, study in Canada scholarship, Banting postdoctoral fellowship, Organization of America, and this Vania Canada graduate scholarship. And if you read it, it aims to attract and retain world-class doctoral students. This is for people who strictly want to go and study a PhD program. So you can search for more scholarship opportunities here. There are few opportunities for Africans on this website, right? So, but you can look at the university-based scholarship and the Canadian funded scholarship that we talked about. So that will be end of the session. That is everything that I would like to tell you guys. So I'm going to I want you guys to start sending in your questions in the DM, right? So that I can respond to them. Okay, so that will be everything that I want to share with you guys. If you have any question, kindly send a DM about it. So you're welcome. So kindly send your DM, kindly send your messages via the chat. All right. So I'm going to hand over to the coordinator. Islamiyat, are you still here?
Yes.
All right. So please continue.
O-
You can bring on our next speaker, and so we can have them hear about the USA as well.
Okay. Thank you very much for your session. I'm really certain that a lot of people learned from that. So we are going to bring on our second speaker now. She's going to be talking on the United States university system. Her name is Anyolowo Inioluwa. So I'll be reading a citation now. Anyolowo Inioluwa is an international admissions officer with about 2 years of experience in guiding prospective international students through the process of applying to study in the United States. She has been able to successfully assist over 100 students with their academic aspirations in the United States. She has a thorough understanding of the US university system as well as the challenges that prospective international students could face. Inioluwa holds a degree in Communications and Language Arts from the University of Ibadan and also serves as a creative writer at A Resume. So over to you now, Inioluwa. Inioluwa, are you on this meeting? Are you on this call? I think she's having network issues. Okay, I'm pending the time we're able to get through to Inioluwa. I saw a question here. Somebody asking how they can get to us privately. Yes, you can message us on all our social media handles. You can also reach us on our website. You can also book a consultation with us. That is, if you have personal questions that you would like to ask us about studying abroad, you can pay for a consultation with us privately. And our business line is um I'll be dropping it here in the chat box. I'm trying to get through to Yulua now.
Hi guys. So pending the time Inelua comes up, I would like to let you know that everything that I said about study abroad, we have an ebook. We have an ebook that we have written to guide you to gain admission in Canada, to study in Canada, to get your study permit, to get your accommodation, even to get a job. We have an ebook that covers everything. Okay, we have written an ebook that covers everything that would guide you to study abroad. Okay, so we are launching next month. We are launching in the first week of June, right? So we are going to share a wait list, right? The price of the ebook is 15,000 naira. But if you join the wait list, you are going to get it at a discounted rate of 10,000 naira. So you'll be very lucky if you join the wait list. So because so that you'll be one of the very first people to access to get a copy of the ebook because you registered early. All right. So I'm going to share the link to the form so that you need to fill it now so that you can be on record, right, as one of the people who registered on time for this ebook. All right. So I'm going to share the form while the presentation of the second speaker is going on. I think she's having a challenge with with her mic. So we are going to sort that out. So but pending the time she sorts that out, I'm going to just share you the link to the form so that you can register your, you know, as one of the very first people who is interested in our ebook. So give me a minute to sort that out. All right. So yeah. All right. So we already have it. Instead of you filling a form, I'll just send you our website link right now. So you can actually register um to be whitelisted by visiting our website. I'll give you the direction. I'm going to show you on my laptop. I'm going to show you how you can register to register to be whitelisted. All right. So let me first send you the link via the chat box. Okay. I'm not sharing a screen with you right now. So check the message I sent in the chat box. You can see the link. So click that link right now. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen to show you how to register on the whitelist. All right. So please follow me. I've sent the link. Please click on it, and I'm going to show you uh I'm going to show you how to join the whitelist. All right. So let me share my screen right now. So can you all see my screen now? Type a message to let me know if you can see my screen. Type a message to let me know if you can see my screen. So that link I sent to you, just open it on your laptop or on your phone. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, send a message in the chat box. Say yes, 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 yes. If you can see my screen, say yes, 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 yes. Okay, great. So this is what you would do. Yes, great. So as you can see now, I have opened that same link I sent to you. This is it. You would see somewhere there saying join wait list. When you click on that join wait list, you will see it will direct you to where you can type in your full name, phone number, and email address. To do that ASAP, I'm going to type my name. I'm just going to do it with you guys. So and my email address. I'm just going to do it with you guys. So this is my details, and I'm clicking submit now. So I'm already on the wait list, so I can't join. That is why it said, you can see that is why it's saying failed, because I'm already on the wait list. So you guys should do that right now. And when you are done, send the screenshots that you are done in the chat box, or just type I am done, done, or you say on the white list, on the white list, or on the white list. Okay. So kindly do that. If you need any help, please let me know via the chat. Let me know if you've registered for the wait list ASAP. Send a message as soon as you do that. follow the link I sent on the group and follow the direction I have just given. If you go to our website, just go to books, all right? So when you go to books, then you click on this Canada, complete your study in Canada, your complete guide to studying in Canada, and then you click on join wait list. Okay. When you click on join wait list, all you have to do is to type your full name, your phone number, and your email address. If you are done, just type a message and say on the wait list, or you say done. Thank you so much. I can see that you have done that, Adekunle, and your name is not actually saved, but I can see in Phoenix X6526. You have done that. Thank you very much. So if you have done that, let me know. Send a DM, yeah, and type done. If you are done, let's just type done when you have done that. The settings affect. Okay, I can see that. What's your actual name? Can I know your name? Send your name. So as our moderator has said, we do writing services. We write SOP CVs. We can write your scholarship essays. We can write any document you need to study abroad. All right, we can write any document you need to study abroad, any document at all you need to study abroad. So yeah, thank you for saying done. Thank you, Bukola. Yeah, Akimbami. Okay, Glory. All right, I understand now. Thank you so much for joining the wait list. If you have not joined the wait list, I'm going to repost the link again. So this our ebook is going to launch first week of March. Oh, sorry, of next month. That is June, right? So it's going to be launching at the price of 15,000. But if you are joining this wait list, you are going to get it at the discounted rate of 10,000 naira. So I've posted it on the group again. Just follow that link. When you follow the link, it's going to take you to this web page that I am. This web page that I am, it's going to take you there. And what you have to do is click on join wait list. When you click on join wait list, all you have to do is to type your full name, phone number, and email address and click submit. Then we'll keep you updated. Is that all right? Okay, so when you have done that, just type done in the chat box to let us know you are done and you're on the wait list, and you'll be one of the people that will benefit from um the discounted price that we are offering. Is a 33% discount, right? So yeah, so that will be all from me. Please drop your questions. I will respond to them, and that will be it. So I guess our next speaker is having challenges with Zoom. All right. So this is what would happen. We are going to organize another section just like this, but it will be focused on America mainly and the UK as well. All right. So yeah, she's okay. So we know the time. We are almost close to like it's almost up to like 6:30 already. So we are just going to thank you so much, Oluri, for joining the wait list. You'll be one of the people that will benefit from the discounted price we are offering for the ebook. It will tell you everything about studying in Canada, from gaining admission to gaining your visa to getting an accommodation, traveling, getting accommodation, and getting a job. All right, everything that you need to know. It is as simple as ABC, a very easy step. We also added checklist for you, like a checklist. So everything you are doing, you can click, oh, done. I've applied for my visa, done. I've gotten my passport done. We have all those things in the ebook to support you to ensure that you are in Canada by next year, all right? So if you have not joined the wait list, the link is in the group chat. Just click it and click on join the wait list on the website. Type your full name, enter your phone number, your email address, and click submit. It's as simple as that. All right, so time is far gone. We've spent a lot of time already. So we would be taking questions, responding to them, and we would have the United States of America section next time. All right, done. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. If you need more detailed instruction, our business line has been posted in the group. Please, Ms. Lamias, can you constantly post our business line on the group chat for people to see so that they can send you a DM? So our business line is there for you to reach. If you need support on how you can join the wait list, please reach out to our sales associate. She's going to respond to you as fast as she can. So, but joining the wait list is as simple as ABC. All right. So please, moderator, do we have any questions? If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself at this point. Unmute yourself and talk. Let's discuss. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself or you send a chat in the chat box so that we can respond to your questions. You can add that number up, that number constantly being repeated in the group chat. Add it up and save it as a resume. Okay, a resume. Save it as a resume so that you can always reach out to us at any point in time. And you can view our status. We post a lot of educative stuff that will help you to study in Canada on our status. Okay. So Islamia, do we have any question? Please let me know the questions and I can respond to them before we end the meeting.
Okay, from the chat box, we don't have any question at the moment. We don't have any. Okay, I think somebody sent in
Okay,
new.
yeah, I've just seen a message now. How can someone that doesn't have anyone over there survive crisis? Okay, so there are different kind of crises. What kind of crisis are you talking about? So I'm just going to, if you are very specific, I'll be glad, but I can still answer your question. Okay, and I'm going to use myself as a case study. So I'm currently studying in the sorry, I'm done with my studies. I studied logistics and supply chain in the United Kingdom, and I concluded my master's program last year. All right, so and I'm still currently there. Okay, you said health and shelter, right? Okay, so when I came in, it is just me and myself. All right, so I'm going to use myself as a case study coming. So it's the same scenario anywhere you go and study abroad, either Canada, US, United Kingdom. It is the same challenge, right? You'll be lonely, you face crisis, just like you said, right? So, but how do you survive, right? So when I came in here, it was very challenging, it was a master's program to quickly adapt to the school style here. And here, they don't want you to plagiarize. In Nigeria, I can just go and copy sometimes some things from the website and paste. Some people do that. So it is not allowed here in the United Kingdom or in any European country. It is a crime, a criminal offense to plagiarize. All right. So this is one of the challenge I faced because before I was used to copy, do some editing and use, but yeah, you can't do that. So I had the challenge in my education when I first started, and I almost failed my first two courses. I got a C, right? So despite that, I learned the process along the line and I became the best of myself. I finished as a distinction student at the end of the day. So the stress I went through was, having going to study to school to spend more time in the library and stuff like that. So so other challenges like shelter, yes, you have to get a house before you come to the UK. You must ensure that, or Canada, you have to get a house or you can live in before you come here. So in our ebook, we've given detailed guidance on how you can secure an apartment for yourself before you enter Canada. You know, for example, you don't know anybody in Canada, right? So the best thing to do is to make sure you get an apartment before you travel abroad. That is one of the ways to prevent crisis. All right. So another thing that when it comes to friends, when you resume school, you know, your first month you might not meet a friend, but in your next 2, 3 months, you would actually meet a friend. All right. You would have friends that will become your friend, you know, you can talk, you can call, so you can visit each other, and that is how you can prevent loneliness and boredom. So if you are also somebody that likes going out, there are a lot of places you can go and visit here, you know, in Canada or UK. Canada mostly have waterfalls. UK, it is a football country, so you can go and watch football, you can travel, you can go hiking, you know. I, as a person, have gone to several events, you know, to avoid being bored at home. So these are, and then you have to ensure that you constantly reach out to your family at home. You call them, do video calls. These are ways to prevent crisis. Did I answer your question? I want to believe I answered your question. So I'm going to go to the next person so we can end our time. The time is fast spent. So I there is a question here that somebody asked. I studied transportation technology and infrastructure, and for the past 8 years, I have been teaching physics and mathematics. Can I go for a master's in transport engineering or any transport related MSc? Yes, you can, because transport engineering is related to what you studied. Okay, transport engineering is not very related to what you studied in school. You did technology and infrastructure, but engineering has some form of tech in it, right? So what will happen is that, and you also have experience teaching physics and mathematics. Mathematics forms a larger part of engineering, same as physics, if I'm right. So I would suggest you go for something engineering related. So you can go for transport engineering because transport has engineering involved in it, right? So, but what will happen is in your SOP, you must make sure it is solid. Like, we can help you do that. That's our job. So we can help you write an SOP that connects very well and will convince the visa officer that yes, you can do this course. You understand? So it's something you can go and do, sir. Yeah. So I hope I answered your question. All right. So I also saw a question there. Is there any course called educational management over there? Yes, there's educational management course. There are educational management courses here. Adult education, a lot of educational courses here that you can come and do. Yeah, and I believe I've answered all the questions. If you are here to join the wait list, please join. You can learn a lot about everything you need to know about studying in Canada in the ebook, right? You will learn everything. You just click on the link we've posted in our chat, click on it, and join the wait list. The ebook has every information you need, and it is just 10,000 naira for you that are joining the wait list. So there's also a question here: how can one bridge the gap of not having studying for a long time? For example, finishing secondary school 3 years ago before applying for school in Canada. Yes, that is a very good question. And when you are applying to some schools, they would ask you that, what have you been doing since you graduated from school? We call it, there is a statement we call study gap explanation that you have to write, you know, to some schools before they give you admission. And in that gap, tell them what you have been doing. You know, when you finish school, did you go and learn handwork? Were you taking care of your parent? Were you working in your dad's business? Whatever you are doing, were you taking classes online? whatever you are doing, write it for them. Let them, they just want to know what you are doing. It's not a biggie. So that is how you can cover the gap. Tell them that you've been working, or you've been learning handwork, or you've been taking care of your parents, or you've been doing online courses, you've been building your skills. All right. So that is that about that. I hope I answered your question. So there's also somebody that said, what about ebook for USA? Yes, we currently have ebook for United Kingdom and Canada ready, and we are launching for Canada first. The ebook for USA will be released um when it is ready, and we'll let you know about it via our email. Okay. So if that is all the questions, I would hand over to the moderator to end this meeting. And if someone graduated with this, I will quickly answer this as this will be my last question for today, and that will be all, and we'll close the session. Okay. If someone graduated with a second class lower, can the person say apply? Yes, you can gain admission as a lower class candidate. Even you can also secure scholarship. You can secure scholarship as a lower class student. Don't give up on yourself. But being lower class has reduced your chances to secure academic focused scholarship. You can look at other talented, you can be a talented person. You might not be good in school, but you are good um in other things. Like maybe you are a community leader, maybe you are talented with skills. So you can apply via that route to get a scholarship. You can also secure admission as a second class lower student. Okay. So it is not a challenge. If you need any support, you can always message us and we can let you know some courses you can do. We can help you. We can help you with studying abroad and securing admission. So after this seminar, the way we can connect is by you messaging our business line. Please, moderator, forward our business line quickly, let them join. So you can message us via our business line. It has been pasted on the group chat. Just send us a DM, tell us you are from the webinar, and we can tell us you are from the webinar and we can assist you. Okay. If that is all the question, then I'll hand over to the moderator to end the section. Thank you very much for attending, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Atikudus, for such an insightful section. I'm sure we all learned a thing or two. I posted the business line again in the chat box, so you can add us up. I would respond as soon as possible. I also posted our social media handles earlier. On X, it is A_A resume. The same thing on Instagram as well. So we have come to the end of this session, and also would reach out to you via the mail you sent earlier on when we'll be holding the session for US and other countries. We hope to get in touch with you soon. Thank you very much. See you again next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. See you in our next meeting. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.